I already showed you how to build a sword. This time, let's build some shields so you can complete your combat arsenal and get beating up your friends. Let's get started. So this is a piece of polyethylene foam. You can get it where they sell shipping materials, things like that. So you might have to call around and find some local places where you can pick this up. A lot of times they will throw away chunks like this and let you have it for free, which is where this came from. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna try and make the biggest shield I can out of this. I want a round one. Looks like I've got 24.5 inches to play with, a little bit more here. So why don't we just go for a 2-foot shield? And what we're gonna do, I got this piece of dowel. We only need a little bit. And I will just kind of shave that down to make it pointy. Pointy enough. There we go. I will pick a spot that I think is in the middle. And now we'll measure it. Let's see, so I was off. So I'm gonna come right about to here so that I can have, so that's 12 inches right there and I'm not out to the edge. And then over here, again, I've got 12 inches and I'm not quite out to the edge. So I can have 12 inches all the way around this thing and have no problems at all. Here's a random scrap piece of paracord that I had. So I'm just gonna tie a loop into the end. There we go. We can loop that around there. I'm gonna measure out my 12 inches and then make a mark right here on my rope. I actually have a silver marker because that shows up a lot easier on this. Just gonna take it and set it right beside my mark. Try and hold it together and drag it around. Perfect. I have a kitchen knife. This is a bread knife from a thrift store. Just slide it all the way through. Now what would be better is if we had a jigsaw. A jigsaw would be able to make a nice clean line, but this is what we have. It's very easy and it's not too bad. There we go. So now we've got our circle. So we're gonna install a strap on this thing so it will stay on your arm. Now what I like to do is I actually like to hold the shield towards the bottom. That way when you pick it up, it guards your shoulder really well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a line on each side of my hand there. Not all the way up to my elbow, but most of the way up my forearm. I'll just make a couple of lines. And so here's where we can install our 2 straps. I actually have some strap here. You can grab old backpacks at like secondhand stores and you can steal the straps off of those. That works really well. But this is what I have right here. There's a little Velcro on this. Now the Velcro is something you can buy at Walmart or a variety of other places. This industrial strength stuff is definitely what you want. And what you do is you just sew a piece on one side of your strap and then you get to the other side of your strap, flip it over, and that's where you sew your other piece. It's very easy. You can use E6000, it's kind of glue to glue it on. That also works really well. But let's go ahead and cut the holes and install these straps. So I'm literally just gonna shove this thing right through there. There we go. Now what I have done is I've put it through so the hook side of this Velcro is gonna be facing away from my hand. And so the softer portion of the Velcro is what will face me. And so that'll be significantly more comfortable right there. We'll just put this back on. And then you can adjust it to your own arm. And then when you let people use it, your kids or whatever, then we can adjust it again if you need to. Perfect. There we go. And so you can see that if I'm sword fighting, that's gonna block my shoulder. It's gonna keep my body safe. A couple more things. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. We're gonna chamfer the edge here. And all that means is we're gonna take about a 45-degree angle and we're just gonna trim it all the way around. And it looks so much better when you're done. There we go. Now, the last thing you need for this to be something that you can get out and play with and fight with and enjoy time with your family and friends is a cover. So you can use any cloth of your choice. So when you lay this out, you're gonna want it to go about 8 inches past the edge. If you have 8 inches, you'll be able to fold it over, and you're gonna fold it over again just so there's a pocket inside there. And that's where you're gonna run your drawstring all the way around. So I actually trimmed this down just a little bit more so that I could fit a previously made shield cover that I had. And so this is really as simple as it is. We've sewn that pocket there, and I run my drawstring through. Now we just slide our shield into it. There we go. Could tie that off. All right, so here's our shield. We got our straps. Additionally, there is another kind of handle we can do, and it's just like the sword handle that we did. And now if you like, let me know in the comments, and I'll do a short video on how to do this one. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me and my kids on our exciting sword fighting adventures. Now you know how to build these amazing weapons and shields, and remember, let the random happen.